Welcome back to another episode of Big Movie Mouth Off. We're here at Ruby Cinema Pub. We're doing some more movies for you. I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine.
And I'm Jeff Weiss with MSN.com. You can find Big Movie Mouth Off on Xfinity, on demand, Salt Lake Alternative. Or on Channel 6, there's a folder with a lot of reviews. So you should check them out. You probably are if you're watching this, but I digress.
Yeah. Well, this week we are actually sponsored. Well, we're in our home of Broovies, but our sponsor is Plain Trade Video Games and Precision Gaming Repair. Once again, our wonderful sponsors. Anything gaming, I would say, from Plain Trade. Go get your games, Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, anything you want. They've even got Atari games there.
New and used.
New and used, always good deals.
Repairs.
Yep. And then Precision Gaming Repair, their sister company. Anything, like if your Xbox breaks, they fix it. But I'd say, what I kind of find more interesting is the iPhone act, or the kind of the products. They'll fix anything, like iPad, iPhone, what am I missing there? iPods. Anything, glass breaks, they'll fix it. So check them out, Precision Game Repair, Play and Trade. This episode, we're going to be talking, Oliver Stone's got a new movie out called Savages. We're going to be talking about the new addition to the Spider-Man franchise, which is The Amazing Spider-Man. But we're going to kick it off with that's an adult comedy. That's put it very, very mild. Seth MacFarlane, pretty much claimed to fame of Family Guy, American Dad, Cleveland Show on television on Fox, is now putting out a first feature film, live action, slightly CGI'd comedy called Ted, starring Mark Wahlberg. Voiced by Seth MacFarlane is the fluffy little teddy bear Ted, and Mila Kunis, who is also friends in the Family Guy universe. Basically, the premise is that a little boy makes a Christmas wish that his teddy bear could come alive, and they'd be best friends forever. And what can you expect? Wish comes true. And 20 some odd years later, they're still hanging out with each other.
Smoking pot,
making jokes, playing with hookers. And basically,
like you do.
Yeah, and the premise is it's time to grow up, ditch your teddy bear, because your girlfriend's getting kind of annoyed.
I'm taking Lauren to dinner. You don't think she's gonna be expecting something big, do you?
It's been 4 years, Johnny. You and me have been together for 27 years. Where's my ring? Huh? Where's my ring? Put it on my fuzzy finger. Where's my ring? Come on.
Knock it off.
All right, I'm just saying.
Man.
That's my bad. I was sending a tweet.
John.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Baby, please ask Ted to move out so we can move on with our lives.
I'm not that psyched to just, kick him out.
Oh.
Laurie, hey, you're home early.
Who are these girls?
Oh, my God, where are my manners? Laurie, this is Angelique, Heavenly, Shireen, and Sauvignon Blanc. I swear to God, her name is Sauvignon Blanc. Show her your Chevron card.
Ted, you gotta move out. I'll help you get on your feet out there, I promise.
Bring it in, you bastard. Come on.
I love you.
Sorry, that's the thing.
The old...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I met a girl.
Nice.
She's a cashier. You know what I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fuzzy.
I knew I was gonna like this movie in the first 2 minutes because the one thing, and a few people do this, I would say the first people that come to mind are Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Right.
Seth MacFarlane does as well, is no holds barred, just I'm gonna offend everybody I can and leave nobody out. So you can either be 100% offended or just go, okay, he offended me, but he offended everybody else, and I can get in on the joke.
So Jimmy, you're telling me a movie about a talking teddy bear is for adults?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you in?
Now here's the thing. I'm not the biggest Seth MacFarlane fan in the world.
Yeah. And that's where we kind of differ.
Family Guy to me is hit and miss.
Yeah.
A lot of the gags are funny. A lot of it is, he has a lot in common with Kevin Smith in that he loves pop culture references and sometimes thinks those are jokes. Rather than actually being jokes, they're just references.
Or even just kind of like you had to be there jokes. He's very,
Right.
They keep very close to the cards close to their chest.
Almost inside.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I'll be darned if this guy, unlike Kevin Smith, except for a few exceptions, in his first film, made a film that has Act 1, Act
Okay.
2, Act 3, and
so
they
there's
all
an
work
arc.
together. Oh, and guess what? He developed some characters.
Yeah, who would have thunk it, you know? And
Which,
once again,
which sounds really odd that I'm praising a Seth MacFarlane film and a
Yeah.
dirty R-rated comedy for its storytelling, but I appreciate that.
I love the cinematography.
Well, yeah, if that's what you're going for, good luck with that.
Yeah, right? No, I mean, for this, because Mark Wahlberg, it's funny, with Mark Wahlberg, I can either love him or hate him.
Absolutely.
And it
If,
all
if
depends-
he's not committed to the role, you can tell
Or
he's not committed
it's committed
to the role.
and it's also director too. And I think he needs a really good director. And so for Seth MacFarlane, for this to be his first time around, you know, kudos to him because he pulled a really funny performance out of Mark Wahlberg. I mean, you look at like The Happening, and you seriously want to punch him in the
No,
mouth.
don't look at the happening.
Yeah, don't
no,
look at it.
don't.
But
Consider the happening.
I love the fact. I mean, like you said, it's a teddy bear movie for adults, and he does. I mean, this movie, I would say 80% of it is pop references. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So,
But they work in the context
Oh,
of the story. There's a reason for them to actually be there, which actually makes them a lot funnier.
yeah. And what's funny even too that I love about it because in the world of Ted, it's not that only he can see this bear, like you're kind of
No.
like that. It's Ted's walking around and can talk to anybody he wants to. And what I love about it is that and this is explained in the first 2 minutes, that he becomes a sensation. Obviously, there's a talking teddy bear running around. But they go, just like anybody, you know, Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, and Justin Bieber, eventually nobody cares about them anymore. And so basically Ted just has to become a normal, you know, everyday citizen. And that's what
And,
makes the film so much
find a
funnier.
job, which, by the way, is actually one of the funnier sequences in the film.
I mean, it's such an outlandish idea brought into kind of like this realistic sense, but then just blown out of proportion with vulgarity and just crudeness, that the more crude it got, the more I loved it. I mean, that's just one of those films. I mean, as dirty as you can get, let her rip, you know.
And
Definitely
they
it's not
do.
for the faint of heart, but it is.
Or the easily offended.
Oh God, no. Yeah, you will walk out in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But I absolutely loved it. I had a great time with it. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. Like I said, if you can make me laugh that much, I don't think a film this year has made me laugh that much. I have to go back and look at my notes, but it's definitely one of the top comedies of the year.
It's definitely the top R-rated comedy in a while, which
Yeah.
Hangover 2 sort of put a pall over that, and I'm glad to see that this film is doing as well, if
Yeah.
not better. It's not perfect, I'll say that,
No.
and there are jokes that will go over people's heads. I appreciated them, some will not. 3 stars for me.
Yeah.
A very surprised 3 stars from someone who is not a Seth MacFarlane fan. But if you don't like dirty humor, don't.
Yeah. Go see something. And it's not a kid's movie just because there's a teddy bear.
Ooh.
They will
Clearly.
learn things that you won't want them to learn.
Yep.
All right, when we get back from this break, we're going to be talking about Oliver Stone's latest edition, Savages, when we get back.